Hello! What's going on? What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are in our Washington football team franchise. It's the off-season. Obviously, we're still in the playoffs because we didn't sim yet, but we're about to find out who wins the Super Bowl. We're about to find out, who's going to have the worst pick, I suppose, and what we're going to have for free agency and the draft. I don't think we're going to be playing any preseason in this stream. Of course, this is a stream version. If you guys want to see streams like these and you're watching the video version, you missed out. Twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Of course, the community tab usually have the information. I know it kind of sprung up on us a little bit, so I apologize. Next time, we'll have a more proper set situation. But let's get on to the Super Bowl. Well, here's the thing. Normally, we would play the Pro Bowl here. The other thing is, how many Pro Bowlers do we even have? Damn, I kind of want to touch the Pro Bowl a little bit. Well, to be fair, Haskins isn't a starter. How many starters would we even have? McLaurin, Sims, Moss, Sheriff. What about D-line? Any of them? For some reason, I thought we would have had a D-line, and we didn't. I don't know. We had a bunch of backups. It is what it is. We're going to just we're going to skip that. We'll skip the Pro Bowl. Next time we'll probably do the Pro Bowl. Going up against the Cowboys are the Browns. We'll take a look. I don't really care about the scouting XP right there, the scouting points. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And the Browns win the Super Bowl. Shocking. Of course, now we have DevUps, which is going to be very interesting. Dwayne, are you a superstar or not? That's what we want to know. And he is. Superstar development. Dwayne Haskins Jr., Of course, you can see the dev up. He gets closer, which locker room pep talks go a long way. Players with this ability can easily enter the zone in the second half. What do they mean enter the zone? He's a freaking superstar. He's not an X factor. Okay, that kind of sucks. But quick draw, I will take that. So faster passing animations when they're throwing under pressure. And guess what? He throws under pressure every pass. Yay! As far as the other guys, Mr. Thaddeus Moss goes up to star development, which definitely gives him a little bit of a nod over Josh Oliver. Nothing's guaranteed. Could even draft a tight end depending on who slips. And then, of course, Terry McLaurin with the superstar development upgrade. Energizer. Yikes. Reach for it is all right, but Energizer. That is disgustingly bad. When's that update coming out where you can change devs and all that? Or change abilities? Of course, Gibson did not get a dev up, which is really, really unfortunate. Defensively now, I'm trying to think. First glance, I don't think we had a single dev up on defense, did we? Of course, Thomas Davis did retire, unfortunately, but yeah, as far as defense goes, we didn't get a single dev up. We had a couple on offense, but yeah, a little bit disappointing. I would have liked to see Gibson with an upgrade to star. He played really well, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Ronald Leary, interesting. That's not bad. Roulier, Bo Scarborough, interesting. Jeremy Sprinkle, Hopkins. Yikes. This is really bad. Almost as bad as the fact that you didn't like and subscribe. Leave a like and subscribe if you're excited for Season 2 of Washington Football Team Franchise live on the NFL Network. This is not the NFL. This is YouTube. Don't even know how much money we have. Chase Roulier. I mean, we need to keep some of these guys, so I'm going to go with Roulier, 14.2. Happy to do it. Did we just, not have any, did they just not show up on the list before? Or, Scarborough's the worst player on the team? Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm gonna let Scarborough go, because he is very bad, as the kids say. Ronald Leary, it's Ron Leary, apparently changed his name. We need a guard. If we let him go, our offensive line is going to get way worse. Fabian Moreau, he was kind of iffy for us, but he accepts. So we get a 1 year on Dustin Hopkins, Caleb Brantley, Ian Jeremy. I think we're going to let everyone else go, and then hopefully there's other options that are better for the price. As far as who is here, Kamara is untouchable because, of course, he belongs to the Saints in real life. Oh, Demario Davis. The man that, honestly, you can make an argument is the sole reason we didn't advance to the next round. So there's some interesting names here. No one's really, above and beyond way better than anyone else, but definitely some interesting names. As far as running back, there doesn't really look like there's somebody that could replace Gibson just based on age. I mean, Moss is likely the starter, right? but it doesn't hurt to look around, you know? It doesn't hurt to shop. So D-line is completely fine, but we could obviously go for some depth. Is there anyone we should actually blow the money on? Like, there's no name here that I'm just, like, sitting here like, oh, we gotta get him. You know, there's no one fun. They're all, like, either old or super developed. 3-year deal for Matt Gay. Could go to free safety. A hit power machine like him next to Landon. Keanu Neal. I mean, that's not a bad contract. Let's just do it. Oh, Cordero. Oh, I've never had Cordero Patterson. And I mean, I know he's a return man, but, like, I just want him. I don't even care. Like, would you guys be really mad if we didn't get Neal? I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Yes! Patterson is who I wanted the most. And we've got him. I can actually have fun in the kick return game now. Neal accepted. That's a massive contract as well. Montravius Adams, who cares? Kalichi Assembly, definitely a huge addition. And then Matt Gay for the future over Hopkins. Nice. Free agency stage 3, we get Tyrod, nice. Gustin, Nicholson, and Grant Haley. So corner, not a big issue. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at fifth-year options now. Mr. Deron Payne. We'll say I do have plans for him in the future, but we're going to say no guarantee on that 5th year because I really just do not know what we want to do with this team. Let's move on to stage 4, see if we get any more free agents, and then the final scouting. Ooh, Josh Rosen joined. We're going to edit that to a 2-year because otherwise it just wouldn't be fair. Perry Nickerson with the 2-3-year. Corey Clement, kind of an interesting guy. Might be able to let us free up some of the older players on the team. But I actually kind of like Clement because he's kind of slow, but he's small, and he's just kind of unique. So this is unlikely to be a quarterback. So in theory, you could trade up with the Arizona Cardinals and make a play, but I just think we already have Dwayne Haskins set. Please. Bears get Justin Fields. That would be a steal at 8 for Chicago. Trey Lance to the Steelers at 9. Makes sense. But yeah, we have our quarterback set. Like, superstar development, Haskins is perfectly fine. Now, what I'm really hoping happens here is that Rondale Moore gets taken before Justin, because I really want Justin Ross more. I know the injury might be there because technically, you know, he has is it a heart condition or like a neck condition? Something. Right now it's looking very good for our draft pick. Okay, so we get all the way to 25 and most of our selections are still there. So as far as what we have, Travis is there. Running back's up there, but I don't know how I feel about a first round running back. We also do have Rondale Moore, who's very, very fast. However, Justin Ross, the big man himself, kind of a jump ball monster, is there. So I feel like this is tough, man. Like, do we go for Sims? How tall is Sims? Would it be realistic for a team to have a 6 foot tall, 5'10", and a 5'9" wide receiving group, and then the tight end being 6'2"? This would be one of the smallest receiving groups in the entire league. I think Justin Ross wins. Justin Ross, the 6'4" risky player, but obviously would be nowhere near this late if it wasn't for the injury concern, will be our new number 2 wide receiver right out the gate. Supposed to go pick 20. We took him 25. He's hidden 75 overall, and honestly, a little bit more athletic than I expected. Of course, that injury concern, like we said, is there. 82 injury, 85 toughness. He's got all of the makings to be an absolute superstar. I think we got to be careful with him as much as we can before the bye week and all that. 90 speed, 93 excel, 91 agility. Release, and all his route running abilities are really good. Jumping's decent. He has all the makings to be like the next, I wouldn't say Calvin Johnson because he's not as athletic, but maybe Andre Johnson. But we got to make sure he stays healthy. We got to be careful with that. Try to limit his snaps as much as we can here and there. But obviously, a very, very good selection. And it was a tough one between him and Rondale. But at the end of the day, Rondale Moore, even though he's a super beastly speed demon, we do have Sims who fits that slot real perfectly anyways. So I guess things happen. It is just what it is. And now we're going to monitor the rest of the draft because we do have a middle linebacker, Rondale Moore to the Giants. That's a bit of a steal. The Giants definitely developing quite a bit of wide receiver class here. Running back is still very much available. We could go with Hubbard. Najee Harris is, wow, really? Najee Harris, the first running back off the board. Travis Etienne. We do have Hubbard still there. We could have went for Etienne, but Hubbard's still there. There you go, Chicago. 57-89 and Wes Martin for pick 40 from the Chicago Bears. And now we will be taking a running back. So far, the draft looks pretty damn good for us. So, is there anyone else here? Of course, you do have Dalton Harris, who looks decent, but I don't trust offensive lineman devs. John Nix, don't really need a pass rusher. And, you know, looking around elsewhere, I don't really see it. Dwayne Moorhead is there. I suppose that's an option. But yeah, I think as of right now, it's pretty much a clear-cut choice that it's going to be Hubbard. So is his name Chubba Hubbard or Chuba? Either way, we're going to take Mr. Hubbard, 21 years old, 6 foot tall, 207, top skills, A carrying, A ball carrier vision, high juke move, really fast. And he's going to join the team. 76 overall with a 93 speed rating, 92 excel, 91 agility. Kind of a Gibson type as well, you know. Trucking and stiff arm isn't. It's a Chuba. All right, that's kind of cool. Very decent trucking, decent stiff arm. Obviously a little bit more elusive style. Way better in the catching department than most of our guys. So I think this is a huge win of a player, and honestly, a plug-and-play starter day one. I mean, looking at the players we have, I mean, I suppose we can pretty much just trade everyone up here. Hopefully we didn't over-trade too much. Nah, we didn't. And we give up pick 83, Kelvin Harmon, and pick 69 next year for 45. Luke Green, of course, 23 years old, but the top skills, A- tackle, A- pursuit, and then B+ hit power with massive ratings in what would appear to be the speed, excel, and agility ratings. Let's go for him. Mr. Luke Green, 72 overall normal, and oh my lord, look at the speed. Of course, injury, another concern that we're looking at here. 78 hit power, a lot lower than I would have thought, but Jesus, the speed on the guy. 91 speed and excel. I mean, he's basically Steven Sims with a lot more height. He's very fast, and obviously I'm kind of hyped to use him. That's pretty special there. Brian Jordan. This could be a trade down to get something for next year, honestly. I really wanted to come out with a cornerback in this class. Luke Kuechly Jr. Luke Kuechly, yeah, I was going to say senior, but then it would make him older. It's Thomas gone. Yeah, Thomas Davis retired. Yeah, let's trade this down for a next year pick, and then hopefully the quarterback's still there in the 5th. And honestly, I'll still take that other guy. I don't really care. Let's go the Falcons 4th round pick next year. Not a super big win, but it's something. A little bit of a reach, but we're going to take Paul Gaines for the value. I like him still. 69 overall, 22 years of age, 235, 6'1", and you could see why he was actually really high on our list. Debating, what is his run block? I was about to say maybe a new fullback, but not true in the slightest, unfortunately. Let's go to the 7th round, and then honestly, we might just take a fullback, speaking of. Fullback, I don't know why we didn't scout one, but Beal looks like by far the best choice, right? I don't know if any of these guys are hidden. But yeah, we're going to take Mr. James Beal, just barely drafted rather than undrafted. I don't know how he would be 58th in true talent. Do they just go by overall? I don't know. 23 years old, 6 foot tall, 249 pounds. Decently fast, good trucking, run blocking and all that. A little bit left to be desired, but overall not a bad pick. We got 2 hidden guys in a draft where we had pick 25. So I'm not super mad. We did lose a 3rd round next year, but we gained a 4th. Depending on how the Falcons do and how we do, that could only be like a 10 to 15 position switch, which isn't terrible. Of course, the question now remains, do we want to look at the devs or do we want to wait for when they actually earn it in season? Of course, both of these guys will be starting. Justin Ross will be number 2, and then Chuba Hubbard will be number 1. I think we should just honestly be sneaky about it and just let it go. A lot of people always say, oh, you cheat in rebuilds by looking. We'll take a look at some of the guys, though, that we did pass on. So that's Jamar Chase. I was about to say Rondale Moore looking a little slow here, ain't gonna lie. Trey Lance, is he also hidden? In development for Trey Lance. He's a pretty prototypical good quarterback these days. Devontae Smith, Sean Wade. Who's some of the guys that we were going to go for and we just missed out on? Justin Ross, of course. So Rondale Moore, A little bit slower than I would have thought. 96 speed, 96 excel. Obviously, an absolute monster. More dependable with injuries, even though he's kind of on the small side. Would have been super fun, but Steven Sims, we thought about him. You know, we thought about him during the draft, and ultimately, he was the reason why we didn't go for a guy. Callahan, I kind of thought maybe just go with it, even though he's a red, and thankfully we didn't. Looking at some of the other options, Najee Harris, hidden development, an absolute monster. And I mean, you could debate that he's actually better than the guy we drafted, just based on, you know, the duality of him. Of course, his catching is really good too, so really triple threat rather than a dual threat. As far as his development goes, star development, Hubbard could be superstar, could be X Factor for all we know. I think we will wait, though. We might as well wait. How many snaps is 500? Is that like halfway through the season? I don't even know. But I suppose it gives me more fun to just wait anyways. Travis Etienne with only 92 speed, 90 excel, 90 agility. Once again, another guy that can kind of do it all as well. I didn't look at the traits of our guy. Travis with only 80 toughness, only 86 stamina. I'm not super mad that we lost him. Honestly, not super mad. Star development for Travis as well, which is a little something special. I think that's pretty much all we missed on, right? Luke Green, 78 Call of Duty. I mean, that's massive. As far as, oh, we can actually save money with Alex. All right, Alex Smith, see you later, pal. We're going to lose 11 mil guaranteed, but we're also saving 7. So, I mean, I suppose it could be worse. We'll take that. We're going to look for some youngsters here. Normally, we wouldn't look hard. Okay, Tavares Sherman, interesting star. I really don't care too much, to be honest. You know, if this is the user league, perhaps. Seth Robinson. Okay, this is interesting. So we find a rookie quarterback with a hidden development. Seth Robinson, 87 throw power. I mean, a little iffy on some of the ratings, but, you know, injuries low, but he's a pretty good player, honestly. Let's look around for some other players. As far as, you know, players here goes, we're not really seeing much. Ooh, that's a nice one. I will take it. He's got swim move, bull rush, and high motor. It's funny he has high motor, yet he has 71 stamina. Michael Bush, hidden development DT. Welcome to the team. That is perfect. Perfect. This is the other hidden, yeah. Tyler Claxton. Honestly, I mean, we don't really need him. I'm not really too worried about wide receiver. As much as, like if he was a guy we didn't have in a rebuild, whatever, I'll sign him. Damn it. I'm just addicted. Fall Guys, unless the tube people are on the old Among Us. When you guys play Among Us and left the Legacy, do you guys play on mic or no? So I'm just going to say, if you play Among Us off mic, like anyone out there in general, that's a bit of a yikes. I'm just saying. Like, is there really even a point? Off mic or on mic? I can't remember what I asked. I've already forgot. Oh, we got in the discard. All right. Yeah, I don't know why you would play Among Us off mic. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just strange. Do you think Corey Clement should be the number 2? Bryce Love is kind of... See, I got Corey Clement, but, like, we're not going to use him ever. So what the hell did I even... Interesting. Terry McLaurin with a couple of route running ability upgrades. Not bad at all. I like it. I like it. He still has another upgrade, though, doesn't he? Keep deep threat. Thank you. Thank you. 2 to catching, 1 to speed for Terry McLaurin, 96 speed. Who says you need Rondale? You got Terry Speedy McLaurin. There you go. Chase Young with, what they say, big feet, big meat. Okay. Knew a female with big shoes. She had a fat cock. What? She's a farmer's girl. Farmer's daughter. Jody Gibson has some upgrades. Okay. Let's... I mean, I kind of want like a true power. You can't. Let's go receiving. Let's just turn Gibson into our receiving back. Gets an Excel, okay. And I went with elusive. Nice. My brain works, I promise. Dwayne Haskins, yikes. That's just not good. Let's go throw power again. I don't want to lose his scheme fit, but at the same time, I don't just need deep accuracy. Dwayne Haskins, break sack. Let's see, look at those ratings. I mean, he does need deep still, so I suppose. Let's keep going. Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins with a throw power upgrade. I like it, especially with his quick draw ability. Let's just do it all. Why not? All right, Dwayne Haskins is a 85 overall. Very good ratings. Break sack's a little rough. Under pressure is solid now. I don't know how quick draw works, though. Like, is it only when they're throwing under pressure? I suppose the game kind of glitches out and everything's always under pressure. All right, so looking at the roster, going into, we're going to have a full set of preseason games here, probably in the next video. But Dwayne Haskins, 85 overall, looking good. Justin Ross, I am worried about the injury. Can't lie. Injury is definitely scary. 82 injury, I mean, it does not take much. It really doesn't. And for a guy that's going to be, he's going to make his career, he's going to make a living on being physical, that's a really scary stat line. But I will say, we have a lot of receivers, so we have the ability to recover from at least 2 big-name wide receiver injuries. So definitely a lot of capabilities there in the backup department. And as far as running back goes, our really deep room with Chuba Hubbard as the starting running back. O-line doesn't really get much better. Assembly, if he plays better, I suppose that's better. Thaddeus Moss, he's 23 with Star. Still very raw, but I suppose Star development should help him get up quicker. And as far as defense, nothing really changes outside of 2 names. Maybe some of the backups. We get a little bit less depth-wise in backups, but Keanu Neal, 86 overall. Absolute hit power machine. Definitely going to be looking to use him more near the line of scrimmage. And then, of course, Luke Green, the speedster. Wish that hit power is a little bit better, but, he is an extreme speed talent. He's the 3rd fastest linebacker in the entire league now, coverage-wise. And, I think Sweat would be up there with speed as well. So this team has got a lot of speed across the board. And obviously, very high hopes for this team. Patterson, dangerous kick returner, super dangerous. And, yeah, I mean, that is basically that. And that is pretty much going to be the off-season video. Of course, lots of exciting names to look forward to this upcoming season. As far as preseason goes, I don't know. There's going to be a weird optional preseason sort of situation with Corona still lingering in 2021. You have a choice of playing the games if you want. Maybe we play 1 or 2. I don't know. We did come off pretty healthy last season and had a pretty damn good season without playing the preseason. So we might just go that route again. And honestly, that could just be the way of the future for the NFL. So we might just hop right in to week 1 against the Falcons and just forget preseason. Regardless, lots to be excited for this upcoming season. And hopefully you guys join me once again for this upcoming year. And maybe, just maybe, we can actually beat the Saints and move on to the championship round, maybe even the Super Bowl. Regardless, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.